Kapag sinabi ko pong okay, maaari po bang sabihin nyo namang alright? At kapag sinabi ko namang alright, pakisabi naman pong okay. Gusto ko lang malaman kung buhay na buhay pa rin ang diwag ng mga kapwa kong barangay kapitan. Dahil ako yung dati ng Pangulo ng Liga ng Barangay noon, kung maaalala nyo. Yung iba nangingitian, naalala pa ako. Are you still okay? Parang mahina. Araw ng kagitingan ngayon. Maaari mo bang mas masigla? Are you still okay? Are you still alright? Palakpakan po natin ang Liga ng mga Barangay. Ako ang inyong lingkod, RJ ang dating Pangulo ng Barangayan. Asa ng Nueva Ecija? Ang pinalit ko, ang tinulungan kong maging Pangulo ng Liga ng Barangay ay si Edmond Abisamis. Tama? Andiyan ba si Edmond? Ha? Wala. Okay. Natutuwa ako dahil sa panahon ko, nung akong Pangulo ng Liga ng Barangay, sa panahon ni Pangulong GMA, at sa panahon ni Pangulong Noynoy, hindi nangyari ito. Inggit na inggit ako. Dahil sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, ang Presidente mismo ang haharap sa inyo at magbibigay ng oath-taking. Dahil nung panahon ko, 2 termino, hindi nangyari yan sa panahon ko. Palakpakan natin, Presidente Rudy Duterte. Tama? First time to, di ba? First time to. At bihira po yan na siya mismo magbibigay ng oath. Pero bago po ang lahat, nabanggitin ko ang ating programa sa illegal na droga. Hayaan niyong panoorin niyo muna ang programa namin sa kabuuan patungkol sa illegal na droga. Please play.
Takbuhin mo na. Ayaw. Takbuhin mo na. Ayan na, okay na.
A little less than a year ago, Rehabilitation was launched, the all-encompassing campaign of our government to rehabilitate the nation from illegal drugs, spearheaded by the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs, or ICAD, by virtue of Executive Order Number 15, signed March 2017. Rehabilitation has been actively working to present the real numbers of drug-related cases in the country, in coming up with real solutions to fight the ill effects of illegal drugs, and in telling real stories to inspire the Filipinos to live a life away from drugs. What is real numbers? Real numbers is the consistent provision of information to the public from the most reputable sources to combat fake news and alternative truths. Real numbers reported that from July 1, 2016 to May 13, 2018, 99,485 anti-drug operations were conducted. 143,335 drug personalities were arrested. 4,279 drug personalities died. 506 government workers were arrested. 698 minors were rescued. 192 drug dens were dismantled. 14.34 billion pesos worth of shabu were seized. And a total of 20.77 billion pesos worth of drugs were seized in anti-drug operations. Real Numbers has been constantly conducting press conferences and press briefings, presenting simplified information through social cards, and just recently, an anniversary event that will help spread the truth, the real numbers related to drugs, to a larger audience. What is Real Solutions? Real Solutions is composed of the various programs led by the ICAD member agencies that aim to not only eliminate drug abuse in the country, but also to prevent the spread of illegal drug supplies and to rehabilitate and reintegrate drug dependents as productive members of our society. The Dangerous Drugs Board of the Philippines is the policy-making and strategy formulating body on drug prevention and control in our country, whose vision is make the Philippines a drug-cleared nation by the year 2022. But how can we do this? First is by reducing the drug supply in the country through intensified barangay drug clearing operations, strengthen policies against drug smuggling, and an empowered justice system. Demand-supply reduction is another strategy to eliminate our country's drug problems that ensures access to appropriate and responsive community-based interventions and aftercare programs. These solutions are segregated into 4 clusters of the ICAD, which are the Enforcement Cluster, the Justice Cluster, the Advocacy Cluster, and the Rehabilitation and Reintegration Cluster. The Department of Justice, as head of the Justice Cluster, has been proactive in expediting fair and proper trial of drug-related cases. The Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, the head of the Enforcement Cluster, is responsible in conducting drug clearing operations in about 26,659 drug-affected barangays and assisting 4 million drug users and drug offenders in leading more productive lives through Balay Silangan. The Advocacy Cluster, which is headed by the Department of the Interior and Local Government, is accountable in engaging the Filipino people to become our partners for change in our fight against illegal drugs. A consolidated information dissemination happens through rehabilitation roadshows and town hall meetings. Some of the cities we have reached so far are Iloilo, Tacloban, Quezon City, Dumaguete, Davao, Bacolod, Zamboanga, General Santos, and Cebu. The Rehabilitation and Reintegration Cluster is headed by both the Department of Health and the Department of Social Welfare and Development. These agencies work hand in hand in building and operating treatment and rehabilitation centers for drug abusers and dependents. What is Real Stories? Real horror and success stories of those who have fallen prey to the ill effects of illegal drugs. These are turned into real stories of inspiration for recovered drug dependents and for the rest of the Filipinos to live away from drugs. Celebrities who have been through drug addiction have given testimonials to share their journeys to recovery. Moving up ceremonies of the different treatment and rehabilitation centers were covered to give recognition to drug reformists and hope to those who have yet to undergo rehabilitation. Curated materials such as web series were produced in order to inform and give a deeper understanding to people of the possible consequences to every member of our society. Apart from these, more plans are expected to be executed in the coming months for preventive education, enforcement of laws and regulations, and rehabilitation and reintegration to provide the aspiration of our President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, a comfortable life for all Filipinos. Rehabilitating the nation together.
Yan po ang programa natin sa illegal na droga. At ano ang ipinagmamalaki natin? Nung tayo pa ang Pangulo ng Barangayan, isa sa mga hinihingi po namin ngayon, sana maisakatuparan na, ma-fully implement na ang insurance ng lahat ng barangay at barangay tanod para ganahan makipaglaban sa illegal na droga. Napakinggan nyo na ang programa natin sa illegal na droga, pangkalahatan. Next slide please. Ano ngayon ang obligasyon ng barangay? What is the role of the barangay? Next slide. The other slide, please. What is the role of the other slide? Previous slide. What is the role of the barangays in the war against illegal drug? Ano yung obligasyon ninyo sa pakikipaglaban sa illegal na droga. Next slide. To organize the Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council and make it functional. Hindi pwede papel lang. Hindi pwedeng dinadaya yung papel. Because this time, we will seek that you have to take an oath of office o oath doon sa papel na isasubmit ninyo. Affidavit form na po yan. Pag affidavit form, hindi nyo na pwedeng dayain. Kung anong ilalagay nyo doon, dapat totoo. Otherwise, we could file cases of perjury against you. Next slide. Last April of 2018, for the first time, we filed cases against barangay officials who have not organized their batak for 5 years. 5 taon. Kasi ang nakalagay sa batas, upon assumption to office, pag nag-oath kayo ngayon, 100 days thereafter, dapat ina-organize nyo na. Pag hindi nyo po nagawa yun, maaari ho namin kayong kasuhan ulit. Saan namin, ano yung basihan ng pagkaso sa inyo? Kautusan ng Dangerous Drugs Board Regulation. Nasa batas po yan. Yeah, for the first time, we have filed cases against you. Next case, next slide. Ito yung mga nakasuhan mo namin. Next slide. So, kung yun ang nakasuhan namin, ano ngayon ang status ng first quarter for Region 3? Tinan nga natin. Next slide. Sa Region 3 po, I heard from your regional director. Tama po ba ako? Sabihin niyo kung totoo. Sa Nueva Ecija, 100% organized na. Tama? Tama? Nueva Ecija, 100%? Palakpakan niyo sarili ninyo. Sana totoo, ha? Sa Bulacan, I heard 100% rin. At parang hindi kayo kumbinsido. Sa Zambales, 100% rin daw. Nasaan na Zambales? Yes. Pampanga, 100% rin daw ng organized? Is that true? Okay. May nakalimutan ba ako? Bataan. 100%? Okay. And what else? May nakalimutan ba akong probinsya? Tarlac, of course. Tarlac. I heard 100% na rin. So in that case, all of you have achieved on your first quarter alone. Hindi pa ko ngayon, ha? Iba yung ngayon na bagong halal kayo. Iba yung nung kayo pa'y nakaupong kagawad o kapitan noon. Iba pa ho yun. Iba pa yung ngayon. Okay? Organized po according to your regional director. And we are happy for that. Pero hindi pa ho nakwipot na dyan. Hindi yan. Kailangan functional. Kailangan gumagalaw. Kasi nung panahon ko, nung ako ay kapitan, at kapitan din si USec RJ noon, although may badak, pero hindi masyadong binibigyan ng pansin. May badak nakatutok sa katarungang pambarangay, sa mga proyekto ng barangay, sa clean and green, pero badak parang hindi masyado. That is why we have cured that defect by having this resolution. Next slide. How do you make your badak functional? Gumawa na po ang DILG at ang Dangerous Drugs Board ng Memorandum Circular. Joint Memorandum Circular. Iisa-isahin natin mas malinaw na hakbang para maging functional ang badak. Hindi yung papel-papel lang. Next slide. Yan po. Step 1, step 2, kuhanan nyo ng litrato kung gusto niyo. That's 100 points. Kailangan umabot kayo ng 100 points. Okay? Makikita nyo ba? Medyo malabo dito. No? Okay. First step. Next slide. Step 1, kailangan organized ang badak. Kasama ba yung ibang kagawad? Isasama na natin lahat ng kagawad. Hindi lang yung 3 kagawad, alala nyo? Lahat ng kagawad kasama na po dito. Para walang makapagsabi, kayo lang yan, hindi kami kasama dyan. Lahat kasama. Ilalagay nyo sa resolution nyo, lahat ng kagawad kasama. Lahat tulong-tulong, hindi si Kapitan lang ang makakasuhan. Bakit si Kapitan lang? Damay kayong lahat. Tama? Next slide. 10 points po yan ha, 10 points. Next slide. Step 2. Kailangan may backup test. Kung sa PNP may women's test, sa barangay dapat may backup test. Anong nakalagay doon sa backup test? May desk officer para tumanggap ng mga DOH personnel na magtatanong, ilan ba ang voluntary surrender ninyo? Ilan ang na-rehab nyo na? Okay? 5 points. That's 5 points. Ha? Next slide. Step 3. Ito na po. House clusters at cluster leader. Ano ibig sabihin ng clustering? Di ba ho ba may mga malalaking barangay po dito? Di po ba? Sa bawat malalaking barangay, may mga maliliit na lugar. Ang tawag po doon sa loob ng malaking barangay, ang tawag minsan, sityo. Tama? Iba, purok. Tama po ba? Sa bawat purok at sityo, maglalagay kayo ng cluster leader. Yan ang magiging coordinator ninyo sa illegal na drugs. You have to organize that. That's 5 points. Next slide. Step 4. Barangay Badak Auxiliary Team. Badak Team. Ano to? Ano to? Di ba 20 ang tanod ninyo? Tama? Are you still okay? Are you still okay? Are you still alright? Di ba ang tanod 20? Dagdagan nyo ng 5. Badak Team na yun. Titinan niyo po. That is 5 points. Okay? Next slide. Step 5. Badak plan. Ano yung badak plan? Dito nyo ilalagay yung problema ng inyong barangay. Ilalagay nyo rin yung strategies ninyo. Yung budget ninyo. Okay? Yan ang isasubmit ninyo. As an example, ito po yun. Next slide. Ayan ho. Nakikita ko ninyo? Nakalagay issues, objectives, indicator, actual data, strategies, expected output, officers primarily responsible, at yung sources ng funding. Yan po yung pagpaplano, financial aspect. Naintindihan mo? Kailangan makita po yan. At ituturo ng DILG sa inyo po yan. That is 15 points. Okay? Next slide, please. Ito na, allocation of funds. Ano sabi ng batas? Substantial amount. Pag sinabing substantial amount, yung tamang-tama lang. At merong bagong batas po na nakalagay. Paano ngayon ang tanong may magtanong sa akin mamaya paano kung maliit lang ang barangay ko? At wala naman akong kapondo-pondo. Paano ko popondohan yung aking laban sa illegal na droga? Maaari na po kayong manghingi ng pondo kay mayor at kay gobernador na aaprubahan ng sangguniang panglungsod. Kapag hindi kayo napagbigyan, pag-aaralan po namin kung anong dahilan. Dahil hindi na po pwede na ang ADAC, yung functionality ng ADAC, titingnan po namin dapat si Gobernador, Mayor, inaalalayan ang barangay. Hindi na po pwede, barangay, bahala kayo sa buhay ninyo, ang Mayor, ang Gobernador, walang pakialam sa inyo, hindi na po pwede yun. Maaari namin kasuhan si Mayor at Gobernador sa hindi pagtulong at pag-alalay sa inyo. Kasi sama-sama tayo dito. Tulungan. Tulungan. Parang kayo ang anak, magulang sila, tulungan. Hindi papabayaan. Tama? 15 points. Next slide. Step 7. Ito ho mahalaga rin po. At talagang trabaho ng barangay. Batak advocacy campaign. Kailangan sa school-based, nakikipag-usap kayo kay principal. At the same time, nakikipag-usap rin kayo sa simbahan, sa uwas. Para buuin yung advocacy campaign against illegal drugs. On a monthly basis, dapat may activity or quarterly basis. Depende sa need ng inyong barangay. That is 15 points. Next slide. Step 8, ito, isa sa pinakamahalagang trabaho natin. Ito ang inaasahan ng PNP at PDEA sa atin. Ang listahan ng drug watch list. Listahan ng mga nag-voluntary surrender. At listahan ng naparehab nyo na as a basis for drug clearing. Because in Region 3, si DG Aquino, na head ng PDEA ngayon, inumpisahan niya ang bahay pagbabago. Tama? Tama? At itong bahay pagbabago, ito yung tinatawag nating balay silangan ngayon. Ini-encourage lahat gumawa ng community-based drug rehab. Tama po ba? 15 points yan. 15 points ang drug clearing operation. At yan ang magiging basihan ng PNP at PDEA. Kailangan mag-submit po kayo ng quarterly and year-end report to CADAC and MADAC. 15 points. Next slide. Ito wala sa BADAC noon. Community-based drug rehab and intervention. Parang yung sa PDEA, yung bahay pagbabago. Pero tandaan mo ninyo ha, ang tutulungan natin, hindi yung mga severe. Ang tutulungan lang natin, yung slight and moderate, hindi yung talamak. Kasi yung talamak, pang drug rehab talaga yon. Pero yung medyo slight pa, sa atin yun. Tayo ang mag-aaruga, tayo ang magpaparehab. Tutulungan at tuturuan po namin kayo kung paano yan. Step by step. 15 points. Dahil ito ang magiging basihan na magkakaroon kayo ng drug clearing. Tama? Kasi paano masasabing may drug clearing kung wala ka na parehab? At yung i-rehab mo naman, mga slight lang, hindi naman talamak na talamak. Tama? 15 points. And step 10, next slide. Last step, dapat may monthly meetings. 5 points. 5 points. I-report sa amin, assessment. Yan po, step 10. 1, 2, 3 hanggang 10. For a total of 100 points. Next slide. Paano yan? Tingnan nyo Tingnan nyo maigi. Paano ka ang points mo, sinek ng DILG, 50 points and below. Wala ka sa yellow, wala ka sa blue, nasa pula ka. Mas mababa ka pa sa 15 points, 50 points. Anong mangyayari? Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, hindi functional ang badak mo. Bibigyan namin kayo ng first offense reprimand. O next year, ganun pa rin. Kakasuhan na po namin kayo based on dangerous drugs board regulation for not making your badak functional. Are you still okay? Are you still alright? Yan po ha. Pero mga kaibigan, hindi lang tayo pananakot. We also recognize the efforts of our barangays. Next slide. That is why we will also give awards to outstanding Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council. And probably, we could also give cash incentive para yung seal of good local governance para mas mapabuti at mas pampagana nyo pa ang inyong banak. So hindi lang pananakot, we also give and recognize your effort. And that is one of your testament na excellent po kayo. Next slide. At ang sabi ni Presidente, the fight against illegal drugs will continue because that is the root cause of so much evil and suffering that weakens the social fiber and deters foreign investment from pouring in. Tama? Sa Davao, nagawa niya na po yan. Kaya gumanda, pumasok ang investors, gumanda ang negosyo, pinanatili niyang peace and order. Sana sa Pampanga, sa Bulacan, sa Nueva Ecija, sa Tarlac, sa Bataan, sana kayo ang mag-uumpisa nito. Dahil mga kaibigan, hindi uunlad ang bansa kung hindi mismo ang mangunguna ang mga kapwa kong barangay kapitan. Next slide. With that, maraming salamat. Congratulations to my fellow barangay captains.